Behind me is what is known as an unmanned surface vehicle. With the deployment of 2 of them in waters around Barbados, Barbadians are expected to benefit from more improved weather forecasts.
What you see before you is one of 4 unmanned surface vehicles manufactured by Autonaut, a UK-based company. And these drones have been purchased by the government of Barbados for the sum of $2.5 million.
Minister of Home Affairs and Information Wilfred Abrams at a ceremony at the Barbados Coast Guard base ahead of the deployment of one of the vessels, the Wilfred. He's disclosed some of its expected benefits.
Improving the observations to the east of Barbados, where most of the bad weather essentially comes from. This will help forecasters here in Barbados improve on our weather predictions and our early warning for synoptic scale weather events. The data gathered from these vessels will also aid in the research of weather and marine-related events by providing the means of verification of forecasts and improvements to the numerical weather simulations by adding additional high-value data to the data assimilation numerical weather predictions that the BMS has been testing over the past year or so. The government and the public will have the ability to receive the weather and marine information from these vessels in near real time to help support decision-making processes.
Director of the Barbados Meteorological Services, Sabu Beth, says it's the second such vessel to be deployed, as one has already been conducting field tests. Both will now be located in different areas about 400 kilometers out on the eastern side of the island. Mr. Best revealed the first Autonaut proved useful during the recent passage of Hurricane Tammy.
We just experienced Tammy passing to the north of Barbados. And that one test vehicle, we used it at that opportune time to pull data in, to have a look, to see how worthy the data and how useful it is. It really was useful when Tammy was passing to the north. It was useful in terms of actually verifying swell heights and actually having a look at the wind intensity to the east of Barbados. So it's already starting to prove that it can work.
He, however, acknowledges there have been challenges.
It's not as easy as some persons may think. You just release an unmanned surface vehicle or aerial vehicle and just set it because it's being controlled by a computer. There's so many unknown variables out there. One, strong currents that we encountered when doing these tests. And the folks on Autonaut will tell you even the sargassum seaweed that will pile up in our thrusters. That was rough, and I know that weed also posed problems for even the Coast Guard and for their resources. And really thank you for the time that they took to even mobilize the resources for us to get us out and sometimes to pull us back in.
The solar-powered vessel is propelled by waves but can also be controlled by the Barbados Meteorological Services. It uses AIS, an automatic tracking system which identifies and locates vessels to avoid collision with other nearby ships. Sharika Griffith, CBC News.